Thinking about talking about having confidence in public speaking. So, waiting for Zan the Man. All right. First IG Live. Zan the Man, confidence coach.
If he's in. Ryan!
There we go.
Good stuff, man.
Hello.
Good stuff. Whether it's my channel or your channel, it doesn't matter as long as we get it going.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, so they should start chiming in. They should be coming in on your side.
Okay.
Did you know what happened on the other side? Why you couldn't click in?
When I sent it to you, I guess you also tried, and then it told me Zan the Man is unable to join as well.
Oh wow.
So I just turned off my connection settings and turned them back on, and that seemed to fix it. So
okay, you know
awesome.
what? We're here. That's all that matters.
Yep, awesome.
So how are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing? Just got to the
Man,
New Year and your holidays, so
life is good.
All's good.
Where are you at right now? What part of the country are you in?
West Coast.
California? You out here?
No, Vegas.
I'm in Vegas.
Oh, nice, really?
So you out here with me, man?
Nice. Yeah, nice.
That's good. Yeah, West Coast, man. That's the way to go. Yeah, you out here with me in Vegas. That's good. I did not know that. That's good. So you was on Evan's live earlier today.
Yes, Evan Carmichael Gaming.
Did he answer any of your questions? Did he get?
Yeah, no, definitely. It was like good insight.
Yeah, Evan's the man.
But I am interested in discussing more about it. So pretty much
we
the
will.
question.
We gonna.
Okay.
Normally when we co-host the stream together, whatever answer he gives, I give a different answer.
Yeah.
But
I've noticed.
Similar solution.
Yeah.
So we're both pretty much on the same wavelength. He has his angle on it, I have my angle on it, and we still come at it. Okay, so talk to me, man. How can I help? Talk to me.
So my big question, you're a confidence coach.
Yes.
So something I really noticed is how to build confidence in public speaking.
Okay.
Doing any sort of public presentation.
Okay.
I guess originally when it first starts presenting things, like in a classroom or in perhaps a work environment, you have to present perhaps like a PowerPoint. And then from there, it was growing more of just presenting things in public, like on video, right? Or on your YouTube videos or going Instagram Live. Just, I guess, what are your thoughts on building confidence in that arena, as well as just tips on public speaking?
Video. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, see, I'm a believer that, number one, so I'm going to try to break this down for you real quick.
Yeah.
Number one, public speaking is a different skill set than speaking on video.
Okay.
I think it's a totally different skill set. But they both need confidence and they both need competence, the skill set. So let's back up a little bit and first of all, give me your definition of confidence. And it's not a right or wrong answer. It's just what do you feel based on what you learned throughout your life, what confidence is?
Well, definitely when you see someone presenting, that they just like kind of stand tall and just really, I guess, are strong in like what they're saying, right?
Okay.
Like, and they have very presentable.
Okay.
Yeah, just very presentable.
So posture. Okay.
Yeah, posture is a big thing. Definitely don't have like the ums and the ers. They know what they're saying. They're precise.
Okay.
And they move to the next thing. And I guess a big thing, they know how to tell the story well from beginning to end.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So give me again one more time. What's your definition? Like, how do you define confidence? Because sometimes people have different definitions. How do you define it?
Knowing your subject matter very well and presenting it well. Yeah.
Okay. So confidence, most people kind of define confidence as a feeling or just believing yourself, which is okay, but confidence is a combination of two things. Your mindset and your skill set. Sometimes we call that your inner game and your outer game. So once you have a basic understanding of what confidence is, then you can gain it. Then you can go out and get it, but you have to understand exactly what it is. So it's a combination of those two things, mindset and skill set. And there are four main pillars, and this is going to help answer your question too. There are four main pillars to confidence. And I did this just for you. Well, I already got it in my book anyways, but let me see. Can you see me? Can you see that real good?
Yep.
These are the 4 pillars of confidence. The first pillar that's in red is your mindset, right?
Yep.
Your mindset is a fixed mental attitude. It's a
Okay.
fixed mental attitude. The next one is the skill set, right? And
Mm-hmm.
skill set is a developed set of talent, skills, and abilities. And this next one, this is where we really get to the nitty gritty. It's a process. That means it's going to take time.
Okay. Yeah.
Confidence does not, you're not born with confidence. Confidence is acquired, it's developed. And it's this last pillar, practice. You have to practice confidence. So that's why I say confidence is a skill set. Now it starts off as a mindset. So you do have to first believe, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's extremely important. And there are several ways that you can start believing more in yourself. So now specifically for speaking on camera or speaking in public, I'm a big believer is you have to start giving yourself affirmations.
Okay.
Okay? You know what affirmations are?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, great. You know what? Here we go. We're just having a conversation. Give me your definition of affirmations. What you think an affirmation is?
They're sort of like values that you try to live by every day, and like
Okay.
that you also, in a sense, try to like strive for, but also remind yourself that you can
Okay. Okay. Right,
accomplish.
right, right. So yeah, so affirmations are positive statements
Mm-hmm.
that you say to yourself out loud with passion. Okay. So you can use affirmations for very specific things like public speaking. And
Okay.
one of the affirmations you can say to yourself out loud with passion is that I am a good public speaker. You
Okay.
follow me?
Mm-hmm.
Or I am good at speaking on video. Because again, we want to impact your inner confidence. We want to
Mm-hmm.
impact your mindset. Because if you think you can't do something, guess what?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
follow me?
Correct.
So we
Yeah.
have to switch that thinking. We have to switch that attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But that's not going to come by not commanding it to be. Because it's
Correct.
not
Yeah.
so much as your conscious mind, it's the subconscious. The subconscious mind. Do I have I do have something for you. I wasn't even going to show you this one, but I'll show it to you real quick. We have to affect your subconscious mind. And that is, where are you at this in here? Let's see. If I have something for everything. Okay, not that one. There we go. So this right here, this is how your mind works. 10%
Okay.
above the water is conscious. 90% is subconscious. This is where all your beliefs are at. You got conscious beliefs and you also have subconscious beliefs. But these beliefs right here are the ones that make all the difference in the world. That's where the emotions are at. That's where the fears are at. That's where all that stuff is at. And the only way you're going to affect the subconscious mind, you have to speak the language of the subconscious mind, which is affirmations. So
Okay.
normally I would say, write out 10 affirmations for that particular thing that you want confidence in, and you have to do your affirmations every single morning because it will change your mindset about what you have to go and do. So affirmations is one. The other side is another A, and that is action. Okay? So you have to do the thing. And as you do the thing, you will gain more confidence. So that's where practice come in at.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's where practice come in. Is you are physically doing the thing. So A plus B equals C. Attitude plus behavior equals confidence. So attitude, you have to believe your way into confidence. B, you have to behave your way into confidence. That's the actions you got to take. And you will be more confident. Now, the only thing is this, and you don't have to put too much pressure on yourself. There are 4 different levels of confidence. What do I have? I think I have that for you. Yeah, here we go. There's 4 different levels of confidence. My little thing, there we go. There's level 4, level 3, level 2. Don't worry about level 3, 2, and 1. Right now, we're just going to deal with level 4. And that's more the inner game. Once you get the inner game together, because level 4 is the outer game, and that's more of the skill set. But once you get level 4 under control, it's much easier to go to the next level.
Okay.
That's why you see, you can look around society. You see certain athletes who are at certain levels, like the Michael Jordan, those guys are at the very top level, number one. But it took them many, many years of training. It took them many, many years of doing what they, and they always had a coach. They always had a coach to get them to where they're going. So with you, and to go back to specifically what we're talking about, is that number one, you got to do affirmations.
Okay.
That's the first A. The next one, you have to start taking action and practicing the thing that you want to do. So with this is really good for video. Okay. This is good for video. This is good for public speaking also. But let me give you two sides of it, because I've done them both, and they both work. For public speaking, I'm sure you got family and friends, right? Mm-hmm. You can take a 10-minute speech that you want to give. 10 minutes, not a whole lot, 10 minutes. Everybody got 10 minutes, or even 5 minutes, okay? You can do 5 minutes. Practice your 5 minutes of speaking and ask them to be your audience, to sit in front of you and deliver your 5 minutes. Because practicing by yourself without human beings in front of you,
that's psychological.
It's not the same thing. Mm-hmm. But once you do it, you have the practice and you have the experience. It's so much easier to go from 3 or 4 people in front of you to 10 to 20 to 30, because you're gonna know your stuff, and you're gonna get that, what we call it's called the listener's listen. So you'll be able to listen to the listener. What I mean by that, when you're speaking, like I'm doing with you right now, and you're doing with me, you get to listen to the listener by watching their body language. Okay. You follow me?
Yes.
So, but you're going to pick that, but you can't do that by yourself. You only can do that when you have human beings in front of you. And that's what, because it's called public speaking, not private speaking, public. So you're in a public speaking. And again, that could be at home, because right now we can't go out to the library. Because, I mean, back in the day, I just say, listen, man, come up with a 10 or 15-minute speech and go talk in front of kids, or go do a free 15-minute, whatever your subject might be, at the library, and put a little poster up. People come and hear you talk. You follow me? But we don't have those conveniences. I would say go to Toastmasters. Toastmasters pretty much is not available anymore. But even if it's available online, it's not the same as in person.
Yeah.
But this right here, you got family and friends that you can speak around, even if you got to wear a mask, because what you're doing, you're changing your psychology. Okay. And also that's the attitude, and also you're changing your actions, because you're getting in front of people and you're getting the experience. So then once you get the experience, your mind can't say you can't do something because you did it.
That's true. Okay.
Now, for a video, again, I think it's a different skill set. You got talking to the camera, right? There's a little thing on here that, I got to talk to that. And you have to imagine someone else is on the other line. You follow me? When especially if you're doing YouTube videos, right?
Yeah.
It's just you and the camera, man. It's just you and the camera. Now, here's 2 good techniques you can use, but you got to practice. Practice is everything, man. But again, if you can't, you got to get your mind right first. Now, okay, look, I can do this. I can speak on camera. I'm good at speaking on camera. That gets your mind right, because I can tell you, hey man, you're good at speaking on camera. Guess what I'm giving you? An affirmation. Evan can tell you, he's giving you an affirmation. Somebody say, hey man, you suck. That's an affirmation. It's just negative. And you'll hear that, you will internalize that. So I'm saying, why don't you take control and you give yourself the affirmations you want, so you can think, feel, and do what you want to do, the way you want to do it. Right? Yeah, so 2 quick things you could do to get good on camera. 2, actually 3. I might give you the 3rd one. I don't want to give you too many things, okay? I have a tendency of doing that. So I want to give you something simple, easy to remember, you can write down and you can apply right away. Number 1, get in front of the mirror. In front of the mirror. So I don't have a mirror right here with me, in front of me right now. But, get a mirror. I don't care if it's the bathroom mirror, your dresser drawer mirror, and practice what you're going to talk about on camera. Now, the beautiful thing about getting in front of a mirror is that you get to see what they're going to see. Because sometimes you'll get on camera and you're subconsciously thinking, Oh, what do they see? You know, that twitch my nose, that, you know,
Yeah.
you're kind of
Hmm.
self, you know, not self-critical, but you're self-conscious.
Yeah.
When you get in front of the mirror and you speak, you know what you look like. So you don't have to have that thought. Because when you're getting on camera, you got to get out of your head and get on camera and think about who you're serving. Okay, number two, if you're not used to right now, you might be a little nervous. Are you a little nervous? Does it feel awkward and weird getting on camera right now?
Like what at the like the first couple videos, yes, but then I
Okay.
made sure to like have like set like talking points and ideas of different stuff I want to discuss within that topic of the video.
Okay, give me one person or two people, if you like, that you can talk to endlessly, totally comfortable, where you're not even self conscious. Give me two people.
Uh, Kelsey, and then
Okay,
so my girlfriend, and then my brother.
okay. You have pictures of them?
Uh, Somewhere, yes.
No, no, not show me, but do you have
Yeah,
pictures? What I
yes.
want you to do is when you have your camera up, right?
Hmm.
Put the picture of them on the wall, right next to the camera. When
Okay.
you're talking on camera, like I'm talking to you right now, you can't see the back of my hand, but I'm behind my camera now, right?
Hmm.
Put a picture or you can just, it's like it's next, it's not, you
Yeah,
know,
like.
it's not in the view of the camera, but it's
Hmm.
to the side. So when you're talking,
Hmm.
imagine yourself talking to them.
Okay.
It would, it's, I don't want to call it tricking your brain, but it's a brain hack that it's a familiarity.
Yeah.
It makes you more comfortable without you realizing it because you're talking to someone familiar. Because sometimes when we're talking on camera, we think we're talking to strangers. So this is like talking to a
Okay.
friend. And so when you talk to the camera, it's like you're talking to a friend. Like when you come on
Okay.
here, I think of you as friend. That's my brother. That's my friend. So it's not like, oh my God, what am I going to say? Is he going to judge me? I don't have those thoughts, man. And because I don't have those thoughts, it doesn't mess up my speech. It doesn't mess up what I want to give and how I want to serve.
Yeah,
You follow me?
definitely. First starting off, so like recording yourself or whatever can be
Mm-hmm.
very like, oh, people are gonna judge me when I
Right.
put this out, and but now
But your
definitely
but
getting
your
more
friends and
comfortable
your
with that.
girlfriends won't judge you. Your
Yeah,
friends
no,
and your girlfriends
they
won't
actually
judge
tell
you.
me, they're like, oh yeah, it's really great. I love
Yeah,
that you did this, and I'm like, oh cool, okay,
yeah.
yeah.
And let me give you a third one. Just so you got those two down. Let me give you a third
Mm-hmm.
one. And this is outside of them. I gave you one about attitude, which is the first A. I'm gonna give you three A's. The second
Okay.
A is action, and the
Mm-hmm.
third A is association. So find someone that, whether it's an accountability partner, find someone that you can associate with who's kind of going the same direction you're going in.
Okay.
And you both can like encourage each other and cheer each other on. You follow me? Like
Yeah.
if you and I wanted to start doing more IG lives, okay, great. Come on my IG live. Like now this is association, right? Come on
Mm-hmm.
my IG live and we're talking. Now tomorrow you do your IG live, I come on your IG live.
Mm-hmm.
It helps encourages you and supports you to get there quicker because you have an associate. You're not
Yeah.
doing it by yourself. Trying
Yeah.
to do everything by yourself sucks and
Mm-hmm.
it takes longer. But when you have someone as an associate or a partner or a team member, it makes everything easier and quicker and better. So those three A's for you, man. And
Okay.
again, the first two you can do by yourself. The third A, I highly recommend you get, and you're in movement makers, so you can get, there's so many people in movement makers that would love to partner up with you and do things with you. Um, any more questions? Come on, talk to me. Tell me
Well,
how's all this sitting with you?
oh no, yeah, it's
Well,
great. I love it. It's really getting me thinking. Like, okay, try this, and think about that. The affirmations, and like more clarity as well. Um, I kind of like the idea. I know we were discussing a bit earlier on Evan Carmichael Live, where
yeah.
we discussed like practice with the YouTube videos and like do your first 100 videos. I was
Oh
like, that's
yeah, yeah.
pretty
Dude,
crazy. I was like,
I'm a big believer in that, man. I'm gonna, because I'm in a process right now. Let me see. We just getting to it, man. This time goes by so fast. We're in the middle of the month already,
mm-hmm,
almost. Yeah, we're in the middle of the month. I really have to push up my YouTube stuff. I mean, I've got a lot of other stuff I'm doing right now, but I really got to zone in on my YouTube videos. My YouTube videos, and I got some other things. I got some other videos I got coming out too. But I really do want to get really. I really want to not dominate, but really show up a lot on YouTube and here, IG Live. That's why when someone asks me to do IG Live with them, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say yes, and let's already have a prior commitment. Because again, the more of these you do, the better you get. That's like at
Practice.
anything. The more you do anything, the better you get. And then again, there comes a point where, when I was telling you earlier, let me see if I can find it again. Where are you at here? And I was telling you about the 4 levels of confidence. The people that's up here at the level 2 and level 1, they already passed the mindset stuff. You follow me? They're not in their head. And one reason they're not in their head anymore is because they have a ton of experiences behind them.
Okay.
You know, they have what I call, let me see, I don't know if I have, now this one, I haven't shown no one this one before because I'm still developing it. I mean, it's already developed, but I haven't printed it out yet. But let me see how much of this I can show you. Let me see. Yeah, I'll show you. This is like a quick overview. This is all written out. But the level here, level 2 and level 1, they're at a whole different. At level 4, you're trying to get to know how to do it. It's more educational. It's more knowing. It's an inner knowing. Like, okay, I know I could do this. But that comes through affirmation. That comes through believing. That comes through just knowing and getting to that level. Because a lot of fear that we have about different things is because sometimes fear comes from a place of ignorance. But once you know more about something, guess what? The fear is not there. Like, oh, okay. Because at first, it's like, okay, it's like the fear of the unknown. Or even the fear of rejection sometimes. But once you know that they like you and they know, it's like, okay, I know they like me, so it's not that fear is not as heavy, right?
Yeah.
Let me see if I turn this up a little bit. Okay, but then the next level is about doing. It's what we call the doing confidence, where you're actually doing something. So that builds, when you do something, you develop skill sets, right? Yeah. But it starts in the mind first. But then when you get to the next level up here, the second level up here, 4, 3, 2, this level, and this takes time. Remember I said it's a process. So this takes time to get to level 2. People at level 2 have a lot of wins and successes. So they have a lot of small wins. They can say, oh, you know what? I done did 10 videos. I could do 10 more. They have wins. They done stacks of wins behind them. They might have had a video that went viral. So now they have a big success. So that helps their confidence quite a bit because they did the thing. It's not like I'm going to do it. They have, and so now because of experiences, they've done it so much, they had a different skill set level. So their mind can't play that many tricks on them. Like, oh, you can't, yeah, because you have the experience. Yeah, you could do it. See, give me something, check this out. Give me something that you was once not sure about doing or you had doubts about. And now it's like, it's no big deal. Oh, you know what? You drive, right? You drive.
Yes.
In the beginning, wasn't you really nervous? Like, oh, can I do this? Can I not do this? Have you ever, you know how to drive a stick?
Yeah.
A manual?
Yeah.
Now that's a big one because that's in the beginning, the clutch is stalling, you're not getting it right.
Yeah.
And then after a while, it's like,
off.
It's like, and after a while, you're like, oh, I get this. I can talk now. I can drink now. You don't even think about it because you're at a different skill set level. But at first you have doubts about it. I'm not sure if I can do this. Or what about people behind me? You know, you have all those doubts at first, and that's more inner, that's more mental. But as you start developing the skill set, you got it, man.
Yeah,
you got it. So then we get to level 3. Now you might have been in different conditions, meaning you might be in the snow, you might be in the rain, you might be going up a hill. You've already kind of overcome those, so now you got certain wins and successes. And so your confidence is more at a super level, not soft, not strong, but super level. And it's like, okay, I can do almost anything because you got all the experiences behind you. Where those principles still apply to everything else in different areas. I don't care if it's like, oh, I want to, like before you had your girlfriend, you know, there might have been some people, they have trouble talking to girls. Like, if I talk to her, she's going to like me, she's going to reject me. But once you kind of know what you're doing and you know yourself, you know your smile, your personality, you know your character, you know your vibe, it's really not that hard after a while. Then you start matching up. Well, she's not my type, she is my type, you know. But then once you follow me?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
again,
definitely.
that's just one particular area where we're talking about, whether it's driving a car or driving a manual or a stick shift, or relationships, or when it comes to business. And same thing like with YouTube, everything, man. And even like if you're going to become a doctor, first they deal with your mindset. You got to come to school and come to class and get all the lingo and what everything's at. Then they say, okay, now you go practice. First, they
True.
start on the mindset. You got to think like a doctor. You got to know all the terminology, where everything's at. They just don't put you out there and say, okay, go out there. Even with law, when you're a
Yeah.
lawyer, you got to learn all the books. You got to get all the book knowledge first.
Hmm.
Then you can go practice law. So this,
True.
so this, these different principles I came up with for confidence, it fits every single area of life. That's why I always say confidence is everything in everything, because there is no success without confidence. If you don't get that handle, then you can't do the rest.
True.
And so it's always going to show up. You know why? Because fear is always going to be there.
Hmm.
Because, and this is the weird thing, we don't have to go too deep in this, but fear is born, confidence is not. We're born with fears, but we're not born with confidence. Confidence is something we have to go and acquire. We have to go and get. We have to go develop. We have to go practice. But fear is natural, you know,
Hmm.
and we don't have to get too deep into that. But we're born with. They say we're born with two fears. Based on my research, we're born with four fears. But my point is, the fear is always there. The doubt is always there. And even if you don't quote unquote have the doubt, society gives it to you. You know, they always pumping fear in your ear. And that's why you always have to have confidence. Because confidence is the number one antidote to fear. And
Okay.
then when you get to certain levels, when you get to a certain level, then here come fear and doubt again. That's why you're gonna need more confidence. That's why I
Hmm.
always teach more confidence, because every level you get to, you're gonna need more confidence to sustain and stay at that level, and even to go to the next level.
Okay. What would I'm curious? You said there's at least two that you're born with.
Yeah. Um, and you can Google this too. So you ain't gotta take
Okay.
my word for it. You can Google. They say that we're born with the fear. Like they looked at babies and looked at us as human beings.
Hmm.
They said we're born with the fear of falling and the fear of a loud noise. Those are the two
Huh.
fears they say we're born with. My research, I agree with them, but I think there's two more.
Okay.
I just share this real quick, but we don't have to go too deep into this. But we're born with the fear of death. That's the
Hmm.
number one fear. And that's the fear of falling falls under the fear of death.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
when children get to the end, it's like, even today as a grown person, as an adult, you could be on a building, you go to the air,
Yeah.
you
You're
feel
like,
it,
"Ugh."
you feel it.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it's born in us, but it's that fear of death. And the reason why that's there is to protect us. Fear is your friend, but also fear is a protector. But
True.
also, if you don't understand fear, then fear can become your enemy, can be your foe.
Yeah.
So you can use fear to your advantage. So the first fear we're born with is the fear of death, where by nature we are designed to survive. So it's
Yeah.
there to protect us. The
Okay.
second fear we have is the one that was saying about the fear of a loud noise.
Hmm.
It's called the fear of the unknown. When a baby hears a loud noise, because it's in an environment it's never heard that before. So
Hmm.
that loud noise, like, he doesn't know what it is. So the fear of the unknown kicks in, and we're all born with that fear. You look at right now what we're going through with COVID. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, the fear of the unknown is. That's when you see people going crazy about getting the toilet tissue and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
because you don't know. When you don't know
True.
something, when you're in the dark and you don't know, you freak out. You
Yeah.
follow me?
Yeah. Definitely.
So, and that fear of the unknown, again, you just don't know. The other two, and those are the first two that they say we're born with.
Yeah.
The other two that I found based on my research that we still have within us is the fear of loss, LOSS, the fear of loss. That's why we're so quick. If we buy a house, buy a car, buy anything, the first thing we want to do is get protection. That's the first thing we want to do, get an alarm on it, get something, even if we have a situation where it's like, okay, if I do this, I'm gonna lose out. And fear will make you not do it because you have an aversion to losing out. So it's called a fear of loss. Even they have a word for it now called FOMO,
Yeah.
FOMO,
Fear
the
of missing
fear
out.
of missing out. Because we don't want to lose. We don't want to lose out.
Yeah.
You know, so sometimes people play the safe route because they don't want to lose out. And the fourth fear we have, which everybody has, they might want to deny it, but I don't care. I can prove them otherwise. It's called the fear of rejection. And that's what you were saying about getting on video, about public speaking. All that is the fear of rejection. That's all that really is. And I came up with another word, which I put on my YouTube videos. I made a YouTube video on it. I played off the word FOMO, FOMO, fear of missing out. The fear of rejection is FODO, FODO, the fear of disappointing others. And I created, and that comes back to this, which is good. It dovetails into this. I'm going to share this little model with you. Can you see that clearly? It's called the comfort zone.
Comfort zone.
A lot of people know about that, the comfort zone. So what happens is that this is where we're at. We're in a comfort zone, right? And the comfort zone, you feel safe and in control, right? Now, to get to where your goal is to get over here to the blue. This is called the growth zone. But before you can get to the growth zone, you have to go through, guess what? The fear zone. Can you see that word there? Fear?
Yeah.
The fear zone. This is a zone where you lack self-confidence and people find excuses. And guess what? You are affected by other people's opinion. That is called the fear of rejection. And then once you get through, that's why it's so important to get a partner, because a partner can get you through this zone much quicker. And then once you get over here, now you're going to be in the learning zone, and that's where you should be at, because in the learning zone, that's where you learn how to deal with challenges and deal with problems, acquire new skills. We remember we talked about how you got to develop your skill sets, but that's only going to come through practice. But if you are afraid, you're not going to go do the thing. That's why some people say, feel the fear and do it anyways, or do it scared, because it's the only way you're going to get out of the fear zone over here. And so that's the learning zone. And also in the learning zone, you get to extend your comfort zone. And then you get in the blue zone, and that's where all the magic happens. This is the growth zone. This is where you find your purpose, you live your dreams, you set new goals, and you conquer your objectives. And I kind of created a whole nother, this is the same thing, but I just kind of I added a lot of icons to it. Again, the comfort zone, you feel safe and in control. And a lot of people, it's comfortable. They don't want to step outside their comfort zone. But when you step outside, the first thing going to happen, you're going to be making excuses. You're going to have lack of self-confidence. You're going to be affected by other people's opinion. And you're also going to be afraid of failure. That's all in the fear zone. But you see the arrow going up because you need someone to help pull you out of that. And the next zone is, again, it's the learning zone. This is where you increase your knowledge. I was saying about education, because the more education or the more knowledge you have about something, the less fear you're going to have about it, because you don't have that fear of the unknown, because like, okay, I know this now. I know how all the gears work. I watched someone else do it, and I'm watching them. They showed me how to do it. Okay, so that fear of the unknown is not there anymore, because now I know what to do. And then this is also where you develop your confidence in the learning zone. You acquire new skills and you deal with challenges. And then you get up here to the growth zone where you set new goals, conquer objectives, find purpose, and live your dreams. But it's a journey, and most people can't get there because, again, I really believe that coming from your comfort zone to your fear zone, I think the biggest mistake that people make is they try to do it by themselves.
Okay.
You cannot help you get there, because it just takes a lot to go through your fears, man. It takes a lot to develop confidence, because you're not born with it. You're born with those 4 fears I told you about. And there's always different variations or deviations of those, but those are the 4 main fears. And so most people, what I found out, they don't live like the fear of death. They don't even think about that. So that fear, that's not where we live at. But where we live at on a regular basis is the fear of the unknown, the fear of loss, and the fear of rejection. The fear of rejection is the biggest one because it's emotional. It's emotional. Nobody wants to be rejected. Like I was saying to you earlier, the number one reason why I used to teach this, but I had to put this on the back burner. It's gonna come out later. My relationship brand. But the number one thing when I was teaching guys because I used to teach how to get your girlfriend. Okay, how to get a girlfriend. It was a girlfriend formula, but the number one thing that guys had problems with was fearing the rejection of saying hi to a girl. I'm like, dude, it's not that big of a deal. Because I had to downplay it. I'm like, okay, you have a mother, right? You have a sister, right? You have cousins, right? They're all females. You talk to them, you can talk to her. So it was what they was doing in their own minds.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it was just that crazy. Because in their own minds, I'm not saying they're crazy, but the situation. They built her up to be way up here when she's just a regular person.
True.
But if you already imagine negativity or being rejected, you're not going to go over there and say hi. Hey, how you doing? You're not going to do that. So sometimes I had to go do it for them. That's a whole other story. I had to go over there and meet them and say, how you doing? Okay, your name is Sally. Sally, great. I had this great guy who just want to say hi to you. And then, see, she wasn't what you thought she was. She wasn't stuck up. She's a cool person. And so, but that's getting rid of that fear of the unknown and the fear of rejection. So now I can get them or him to go and talk to the next person. And once you have so much experiences, it's not a big deal. You follow me? And that works in everything, man. It works because everything comes back to confidence. The reason why is because fear is always there. Even when you're at, I give you this last example. Now I want to get some feedback from you. But even when you're at an elite level, we have the men's relay team in the Olympics. And I shouldn't call out Tyson gay, but okay, he was one of the main ones. But they had a relay team, right? The men's relay team. And every freaking year, go look it up, man. Every year, they would bumble and fumble the baton. They would always mess up in the relay, and then they're out. And I said, why are they people was asking me too, but why are they? And I said, the reason why they keep messing up that baton handoff is not because of skill, because they got the skills. It's confidence. It's because remember I said there's different levels of confidence?
Yeah.
If you're at the elite level where everybody's at level 1, and for whatever reason you don't drop down to level 2, whether it's personal reasons or whatever, you can't win the game. You have to be at level 1 because everyone's playing at level 1. You see Michael Jordan and all those guys, they're in a zone. They're at level 1. That's at the elite. That's at the height. You cannot be at level 2 and have doubt. Because the skill set is already there. They know how to play the game. They're professionals. They're at the elite level. That's like when you see basketball players, they get into a slump. They're in a slump because of confidence. Because their confidence level is not at level 1. Because everyone you're playing with, all your competition is at level 1. Now, if you're playing like Little League or amateur, and they might be at level 3 or 4, just trying to figure out how to dribble, okay, that's different. But when you're in the NBA or professional sports like the NFL, like that's coming on this weekend, if your confidence is not there, you will lose. You will throw an interception. You will fumble the ball. You won't catch the ball. That's not a skill set level. That's confidence. And so you have to have your confidence at a certain level. And again, they have to bring someone like me in or someone to bring in where it's like, okay, let's deal with your mentality, the mindset part of it. Because the skill set is there, man. You follow me at that level.
Yeah.
But most people are not at that level. My research shows that 80% of people are level 4. I'm not saying that's good or bad. That's just what my research shows. They're at level 4. At level 4, we got to get you to level 3. But again, that comes from doing. But again, you're not going to take action if you're afraid of going to the fear zone. Because one of the things that fear does is that there's 4, really 5, but there's 4 reactions we have to fear. So the first one, they always say fight or flight, right? So most people, when fear kicks in, they're not going to fight, but they flight. They get out of there. F everything and run. That's what another definition for fear is. F everything and run. Forget everything and run. But another definition, another response to fear is freeze. They become paralyzed by fear.
Mm-hmm.
So when they have fear, they're not going to do what they need to do because they're paralyzed.
Yeah.
They're in the fear zone and they cannot do what they need to do. And that's what you need: a coach, you need a partner, you need someone to get you through that fear zone. Or you start doing what? Making excuses. And you'll find a lot of people, I can see through all that. Like, listen, you're making excuses because you're afraid. Well, it's just, no, it's because you're afraid. You're procrastinating because you're afraid. I can see past all of that, stuff because I know what I'm, because I do what I do. Because at the end of the day, we want to get you on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah. So how you doing, man? Talk to me. Give me some feedback. Does any of this make sense to you?
Yeah, definitely.
Is it too much? Is it
trying to think about it and like?
I know.
It's solid though. Yeah,
I
cool.
gave you a lot. I didn't want to give you too much, man, but
No,
you asked questions, so I want to kind
of definitely
simplify it and break it down for you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, that's cool. And then it's a lot, but I like it. It's good.
Okay, all right.
No, it's good. I'm taking notes and like writing it down and thinking about it and.
So
cool.
tell me where you at. How many videos have you? Because the main thing you want to do is shoot videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how many videos have you shot? I mean, how many videos you have your YouTube channel? How many have you loaded up yet?
I think it's about 35.
35, that's good. How long you been shooting videos then? So you got more videos up than I do. I need to really get on the ball.
About 5 or 6 months.
5 or 6 months? You're doing real good there.
Yeah, because I'm trying to do my personal bare minimum is I have to have at least one video up. And then from there, originally the goal was 3, but then, school, work.
Right, exactly.
But bare minimum of 1. I'm trying to get back to 2 to 3 a week.
Yeah, you're doing good, man. How long are your videos normally?
It depends on the topic. Usually they're like tend to be about 10 minutes, like 8 to 12-ish minutes.
Which is good. That's good. Because 10 to 15 is what Evan recommends, which is good. Okay. It's good for the YouTube algorithm. Okay. So when was the last video you posted?
Last Monday.
Okay, then why is that? I mean, tell me. Then what's your challenge? Tell me what's going on. Because this sounds like a scheduling thing to me.
Yeah, I think it's more of a bit more scheduling as well, and then because then I have to like sit down and then like okay, I'm going to talk about this topic, and from there break it down into I want to discuss this and this and this and this.
Okay.
And then trying to just actually record it. It's like you're trying to make sure you get all these key points, but then I'll say like a lot or like you said the little tics. What is it? The conscious.
Being self-conscious. Right.
Yeah. So then it's kind of like it gets in the way of like the video or like me trying to like discuss the topics at hand.
So you're not trying to be perfect, are you?
No, I get it. Like,
okay.
Say from time to time or whatever.
Yeah, no.
I get that part.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So I just said right there. See? But your video should be conversational. People say all the time.
Sure.
I just said it again. See?
Yeah.
But I don't really think about it. I would like to cut down on my and my ahs and all that, but right now it's all about producing, getting the work out. You got 35 videos, man. You're a third of the way to your 100 video. Okay, so tell me where you think, based on how you feel and your perception, where you're having a sticking point with confidence.
Well, it's not that necessary. I was sticky. It's more I just want the perspective on it because I know right now I'm bad. I'm not where I want to be, but I know I want to just work on it and keep developing it. Like you said, practice it. And so I guess I just wanted more of your guidance on my way there.
I should rephrase that question. Where's the point where you want to have more confidence? Where's that at? Because you have confidence. What do you want to have more confidence?
What do you mean? Like specifically in the videos?
Yeah, in the videos.
Yeah.
That's the main thing you're concerned about.
I guess confident in like remembering the concepts that I want to like discuss.
Okay.
So I'll be like, okay, cool. I'll write a game plan. And I'm like, all right, cool. We're gonna discuss this and this and how to invest in this.
Okay. That's and what we call.
I'll be like, oh wait, I forgot this key point, like the key idea that I wanted to include.
Right. So remember the point I was saying earlier about confidence. Confidence is a combination of mindset and skill set. So you're talking about a skill set issue. So the only way you're going to only way you develop skill is through practice.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have to take, before you get on camera, you got to get in front of the mirror and practice your speech.
Okay.
And if that means, and look, we're just going to the extreme here. If that means you got to practice it 10 times, then you know it. Someone could wake you up at 2 o'clock in the morning and you can give your speech. If you want to be on camera and just spit 10 minutes nonstop and you got all your stuff, it becomes it goes past your conscious mind to part of your subconscious mind, part of your memory, part of your is it your hippocampus of your brain, or your thalamus, or part that remembers better. But because you do it so often, you have it memorized. And then all you have to do is, if you need be, you have point A, B, C, D, and that's just, all that do is trigger what you already know.
Yeah.
So that's just so based on what you're telling me, that's just a matter of knowing your material. And you know your material through practice. Practice, 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 practice.
Okay.
That's how you know your material.
Mm-hmm.
And the other side of it, if you want, you can just be bold about it. You can say, all right, guys, I've got 5 points I want to make, and here they are right here. Point, and you can just go, I mean, for real, if you just want to just, I know people who do it. They just say, point number 1, and they actually read point number 1 and tell you what it is. Okay, point number 2, and tell you what it is. But if you don't want to have any notes, whatever, in front of you, and you want to have a little sticky for 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 points, and you look at your sticky. All right, guys, point number 1, boom, and you deliver. Point number 2, we talking about emotions hide, Okay, but you know what you're going to talk about. But that only comes through practice. Because if you see someone, there's somebody you can study. Beyond myself, beyond Evan, beyond, and he's one of the best guys I know that just spit. He just goes. And a lot of times he does it in one take. But you can still, if you watch the video, you can see the edited parts. But Brendan Burchard, watch his videos. Brendan Burchard, and he's a great public speaker. So when he goes on camera, he uses the same techniques. But again, here's the only bad part about Brendan Burchard. If there's a bad part, he's been doing it for 20 years. So he knows his material inside out. He's whatever he's gonna say on camera, he already said 1,000 times. Okay. You follow me?
Yeah.
He's done it so many times.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to think about he doesn't have to think about it. You follow me? Like you say, Zan, what's the 4 pillars of confidence? Boom, 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 boom. I can tell you because I've done it so many times. Mindset, skill set, process, practice. You know what I'm saying? Because I've done it so many times. I don't have to think, oh, let me see, what's point number 1? Oh, I can't think of point number 3. I don't have, I know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I've done it and I've practiced it so many times.
Okay.
So you have to know your material, man. That's it. And you're only gonna know your material through practice. And as you practice, your confidence goes up. Because what happens is there's something we call the confidence competence loop. The more confident you are, the more competent you become. The more competent you become, the more confident you are. So the more it's like shooting basketball again. You may not be that, competent at shooting from the free throw line, but the more you practice and practice and practice, the better you get. The better you get, the more confident you become. Now you're making 5 in a row. Now you're making 10 in a row. And when you step to that free throw line, you're like, I done did 10 in a row. Let me see if I can do 20. You follow me?
Okay. Yeah.
So it's the same thing with, I've given this speech before. I done said this on camera before. I'm good at this. So the doubt is, you follow me?
And you got me thinking, because like you're saying, practice to, overcome that. You really got me thinking when you mentioned the doing like 100 videos, or like doing like a 90 video, something like that, or whatever. I was like, damn, like imagine trying to do like a video a day and just practicing in front of the camera and putting a video. I was like, oh.
Dude, we talking about and you could do that. You could do 100 videos, and if you did a video a day, you can do that 3 months. But then you got to look at, you have a schedule. You got things you got to do. So if I would embark on getting 100 videos done, the way I would do it, this is just me personally. I don't think anyone should go along because I would be a beast about it. This is just me personally speaking, and I might do this. I don't know. I'm not gonna put it out there just yet. But if I was gonna do it, I was gonna really push myself and test myself. I would make a commitment that I would get 100 videos done in 60 days, which is 2 months. That means you gotta drop 2 videos a day. And the only way to reasonably do that, we talk about 10 to 15 minutes, right? The only way to reasonably do that is, and when I said 60, you can really, if you do 2 videos a day, guess what? That's really 50 days. So you get a 10-day buffer,
Yeah.
right? And the only way to reasonably do that is you got to start batching. You got to batch videos.
Okay.
And you've done that before, right? You
Oh
got
yeah,
35 videos.
that's like you do like two type of videos, but like within like a day.
No,
Yeah,
it's batching is almost very similar to block time. So, say for example, like I've got this coming up for myself this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be batching and doing block time in my videos because I gotta play catch up a little bit because I'm behind.
Okay.
But for example, let's say this Saturday coming up, I'm gonna create my schedule and say from 12 o'clock noon to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which is 3 hours. No one disturbs me. I cut my phone off. I cut everything off. You know, my wife knows, like, leave me alone for 3 hours. And in those 3 hours, all I do is shoot videos.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, then they may not be perfect, but in 1 hour, just take 1 hour, I should be able to shoot 2 videos. We talk about 10 or 15 minutes, which is only less than a half an hour. So you give yourself a whole hour, you should be able to get out 2 or 3 videos, right?
Yeah.
2 or 3 10 to 12-minute videos. That's in 1 hour. If you do that in 2 hours, that's 6. You do that in 3 hours, that's 9. So now when it comes time to load up, you can load up 2 videos every single day. And you do that schedule 3 times a week. If you do that schedule 3 times a week, 9 times 3 is 27.
True.
Now you got time to do other things throughout the week. But again, that's if you want to go beast mode and get real serious about this and say, okay, I want to get these videos up in 60 days. Because what I'm doing with Evan, the 90-day challenge, that's serious. That's like, you guys crazy? Yeah, we're crazy. You know, but if you want to get to that level of being a high performer and an overachiever, that's what it takes, man. So I've been thinking about, for real, I don't know if I got to look at my schedule and see if I'm going to really commit to it. But if I commit to that, then you almost kind of become, I think it's beyond, I look at different levels in life, right? If you're interested, you're kind of like at this level because I'm interested in doing it. So you may do it, you may not do it. You do it when it's convenient. But the next level 2, level 3, you're committed. Okay, I'm committed to making this happen. So you'll get some traction. But then level 2, so we're going 4, 3, 2. Now you're at level 2. Here, I'll write this down because let me see if I can write this down for you. Blank sheet of paper. Ha! All right, this is for you, man. What time is it? Oh, I got to go to dinner. Okay, level 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, this is not for everybody, man. Level 4, you're interested. Okay. Level 4, can you see that? You're interested.
Okay, yeah.
In doing something, okay? You're like, I'm interested in doing it, but you're going to, you do it when it's convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Level 3, you're committed. So that's the word committed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're committed, meaning you actually get some stuff done because you kind of committed to it.
Yeah. This
is the level right here that is a killer. And I'm going to, and this is the crazy level. This is when people think you're crazy. Okay. Yeah, this level, you're real serious. Okay. Okay, so yeah, and this is convenient. And I don't know what to call this. So I'm gonna go back so I can show you this real quick. So here, level 4, you're interested. You only do it when it's convenient. When you're committed, you're willing to do what's not always convenient, but you still get it done, right? So you might be a little inconvenienced, but you still get it done.
Yeah.
Level 2, you're dedicated. Now you're serious. Now you're separating yourself from the pack. And level 1, you are obsessed. People call you crazy, but you can't. You know that's. Dude, I come from the music industry. I remember those guys used to go into the studio to complete an album, and they would stay in that studio for like 4 days straight. They weren't gonna take no showers. They just stayed in the studio until they got that album finished. They had like 3 more tracks they had to get done. They say you're locking it. We're locking the doors. No one leaves the studio. You order food, comes in. You sleep in the studio. You wake up. All you do all day long. Eminem does that. Lil Wayne does that. I mean, it's like, how these guys put out so much stuff? Because you're in a zone and you lock yourself in the studio and you get it done. Screw block time. They're not spending no time with their families. Listen, Stephen King, some of the best, greatest book writers out there and authors, they will go away to a cabin for like 3 months.
I saw that,
and lock themselves in until they get the book done. Well, that's being obsessed. That's not for everybody. So, but it can be done. It can be done. Brendan Bashar does that sometimes when he got a deadline to meet, he's got a book to write, because it just puts you in a different zone. All the top people do that. They become obsessed and call them crazy, but they get stuff done at a high level. And then they become leaders in the industry. And some people just don't have that level of being obsessed because they can't get the level of dedication. Because here, comfort zone, man, it's comfortable. Here, when you're being committed, you got to step outside your comfort zone and be inconvenienced. But dedication, discipline is not a problem. Focus is not a problem because you're dedicated. So again, different people have different levels of how bad they want it. You know, some people really want it really, really bad, and they're going to do whatever it takes. And some people are like, okay, when I get there, I get there. So that's something you have to decide within yourself. But I do know based on, I would love to see Evan do that about the 100 videos. But based on that, we don't know, man. We'll see. Because I think most people who are YouTube success, the first 100 videos are training for them. And like I said, I think I may have 15 videos, 10 or 15 videos up. I'm way behind what I got to produce. You got 35, so like I said, you're 1/3 of the ways there. And so your only issue really, man, is how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it, man? I mean, if you're really serious about this, then it shows in your work. That's why I'm making a rededication to doing my YouTube videos, because I could do more. I could step it up. I've been doing some. Go ahead.
I guess part of it is also I'm worried that if I do more within a smaller period, like the quality of like the editing of the videos and stuff might go down, because I'm not really good at editing, and I'm like
me either, man. My editing, dude, I have no editing skills.
Yeah, like so I'm kind of like, okay, well maybe just hit record and then just have the bullet, like you said, just be upfront, have the bullet points there. Okay, we're gonna talk about this, and just try to do like a dry run or something like that, you know?
Yeah. Well, you can do this. Is the beautiful thing about you being a YouTube creator. You can do that. Look at your own video and throw it. You know, you can. What is it called? Not undisclosed. Just don't list it. You know, you don't make private. Keep it private. And it's something unlisted. I think it is, whatever. But you don't have to make it public. You can watch it back. Like, okay, or send it to someone like me or whoever and get some feedback on it. Like, okay. And then you can delete it if you want to delete it. It's not public, so you know what I'm saying. So it's not like you put it public and then you deleted it. You just didn't make it public. So you can make it unlisted or make it public. I mean private, and then look at it, get feedback. It's okay. Let me go back and do it again. Okay. But here's the thing: the more you do it, the better you're gonna get.
Yeah, that's true.
So you might be reading your notes. Okay, 1 is obsessed, 2 is dedicated, 3 is committed, 4 is interested. You get to a point where it's like, okay, I don't need these things. 1 is like, you follow me? Because you've done it so many times, you know, and then you develop. I mean, think about it. How do actors learn their script?
Yeah.
They don't like look at this script. Okay, you're talking about the best actors, even the mediocre actors. They have to, I used to act. You have to know your script. You can't show up to the set and not know your lines. You just can't. Or they say, you're not serious, you gotta go. Bye-bye. We're not gonna call you again.
Okay.
So again, are you dedicated? Are you committed? Are you obsessed, or are you just messing around? If you really want to do this thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see these guys out here doing real good. It's up to you. Do you really want to do this, or, you know? And like I said, I don't think it's a confidence problem with you. It's maybe a dedication problem.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's a problem. It's just make up your mind you want to do it.
Sure.
Just because you already got 35 videos. It's not like you're like, oh, I mean, I should have asked you beforehand. That's what a good coach does. He listens first. But was that like, oh man, because I've talked to people scared to get on video. And I got them to get on video like that. Oh, I only shot one video, but I can't shoot anymore. No, let's change it. Let's get you on video now. Dude, you already did 30. You did more videos than me, okay? You already did 35 videos.
Yeah, I mean, but I have to admit, like before starting, like I never liked taking videos and whatever. I was like, I'm just gonna go keep making a video and, you know.
Dude, the only reason I started doing videos, I was going to do videos one day. And I think you look at my first video, I think I said it in it. Evan, my coach, my mentor, he's hard on me. I love it though. He's hard on me. Dude, he made me shoot a video right there. I said, we was talking about it. I said, okay, yeah, I'll do it maybe 2 months from now, whatever. No, Zan, you do it now. Evan, I got all this other stuff I'm doing, man. I got other commitments. Nope, do the video now. And guess what? Shot the video. And, you know, I'm on IG Live right now because of Evan. Evan showed me how to get on IG Live. So, okay, you got to start doing more IG Lives. Do more coaching. That's why we're here, man.
Okay.
You got to have somebody in your life, whether you have a coach or whatever. Someone's got to push you to do. If you want to do more, then you need someone to lovingly push you to do more.
Okay.
You follow me?
Yeah.
You need someone to push you because, I mean, if you really want to, do you really want to do this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being like, I really want to do this.
Yeah, no, I'm like all in. Yeah.
Okay. Then that's it right there, man.
Okay.
So it's just a matter of it's just a matter of you scheduling your time, having block time that's totally dedicated to that, and doing it. So, like for example, how long does it normally take you to shoot a video?
Let's see. Probably it depends.
A 10-minute video, how long does it take? You done so many of them already.
Okay, like recording and editing?
Not just shooting a video, recording, not editing.
Recording, I think it takes about an hour to hour and a half.
Okay, how long does it? So you got to put editing on top of that?
Yeah, and then I have to do editing.
I need to check out your channel. How extensive is your editing? Do you have graphics and all that? Music
I
and all
tried
that?
with a couple of them. Like I've tried to play with it as I go along, right? So I can learn the different skill sets. Like I know one of them, I learned how to do like a little pop-up animation and make it like wiggle. And there's another one where I think it's just me straight to camera. I did it like in just one shot, talking about like I think credit cards or something.
What's your send me when we get done? Send me a link to your YouTube channel. I'll check it out.
Yeah,
but if it takes, you said an hour to do a 10-minute video.
Yeah.
And then how long does the editing process take?
It depends. I guess it also depends how many. It's gotten faster as I go through, right? Like I think the
better you get.
The first couple of videos it took me like
forever.
Yeah, 4 or 5. It'd be quite a while. But now it's like it'll be under an hour for editing.
Okay,
now.
so 2 hours you got. So in 2 hours you can have a 10-minute video up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got 2 things for you. Okay. If Evan was on here, you know what he would tell you?
What?
Forget about the editing.
Okay.
He said he'll tell you because he told me.
Okay.
He'll tell you forget about the editing. Don't worry about the editing. Your job. People come to your channel to hear your thought leader. They want to hear your thoughts. They want to hear you speak.
Yeah.
They're not sitting there judging you based on editing. Now, if you was an editor, then you better be a very good editor because they're coming to your channel to see how you edit videos. But they're not coming to your channel to see you edit videos. They come to your channel to hear what you think, right? And what you teach. So focus on that. So if anything, you have to back up, and get good at what you're delivering. And screw the editing. Now, maybe you can cut off the front and the back end like I need to start doing, but just go 10 or 15 minutes and that's it. You know, all the and all, okay. But as you do more videos, you get more comfortable and you get better and you get better. So let the first, from 35 to 45 be like, what the heck was I thinking? But that's okay. And people see your growth. By the time you get to video number 50, you're like, okay, hey guys, how you doing? Boom, 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 boom. Here's the points I want to make, boom. And then cut off the front, cut off the back, and you're done. That doesn't take long. I'm sure you can do that in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Cut off the front and back end, you're done. But the most important thing is getting the videos up. Because a 2-hour video, taking 2 hours to shoot a video, and then the point is that you'll get to a certain point or a certain level where I guess you have money coming in where you can hire an editor. But it's hard because I still want to learn. I'm still going to make myself learn to edit videos. But you're taking time away from videos that you could be shooting. You're taking time away from what you should be doing. But I do have some days off. So on my days off, I try to learn. I just want to know. I just want to know how to edit. That's all. But it is time consuming. Editing is the most time consuming process of it all. And there's guys out there that when it took you 2 hours, they could do it in 20 minutes.
Like nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what they do. Now, getting on camera, they're not going to do that. You follow me?
Yeah.
So you have 2 options. You can keep doing what you've been doing. And if you're going to do that, it's 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
So that means you need to block time. 3 hours.
Yeah.
Block time. And shoot your videos. Or you can do those 3 hours and shoot more videos and less editing. And just get them up.
Okay. Even with, like you said, with all the arms, the ers, the
because there's no perfection. You tell people, and listen, guys, I'm still getting good at this. You're gonna hear some arms and some arms, but you know what? I want to get the message across to you.
Okay.
Just tell them.
Focus. Yeah, true. Focus on the message.
Like, hey, listen, guys. I don't have all my points memorized, but look, in fact, go back and watch some of Brendan videos. Look, check this out.
Yeah.
When you go watch some of Brendan videos. He'll say, hey, guys, I got 3 points I want to make to you. And he'll have the 3 points on there. And every time he talks, he'll say, okay, point number 1, da-da-da-da-da. And he said, okay, that was point number 1, guys. Now point number 2, and he'll put it it's right there in your face. And this guy, he's the top of the game. And he gives you little cue cards that he got his points on. He doesn't just go extemporaneously off the top of his head. Sometimes he does. But sometimes he's like, all right, guys, I got some points I want to make. I got points I want to make to you.
Okay.
You know?
Cool.
Yeah, I have these right here. I got tons of these, man. I got tons of these laminated, right? All because Evan told me to go get them laminated.
Okay.
He says, you got great frameworks, you got this, go get them laminated. I got tons of these. I got and they're all I've got over 100 of these right now. And I still got 100 more to make because of all the stuff I'm teaching. But I know that it makes it easier. If I try to explain to you the comfort zone, I could do my best. But when you see it, it's like, oh, okay, I get the point. If you see it, it's like, oh, and it helps me deliver it better. And also, it helps your confidence too because you're using a teaching aid. True. And people are like, oh, he came prepared. He came. Yeah. You follow me? And I did that for you, man. Yeah, for you. Because number one, you showed up. You showed up. When you show up, man, I'm impressed. You showed up and you was asking questions and you said you're looking forward to this. I said, you know what? I'm gonna prepare a little bit more for him. I'm not just gonna go off the dome. I'm gonna give him a little bit more. And and I feel your energy, man. You want this, man. I normally do these for 20, 30 minutes, man. 30 minutes. We already been on here for over an hour. Yeah. And that's because of you, man.
With YouTube, I'm struggling, and I know I'm struggling with it. But then, even with Instagram, I post every day, and I try to be consistent with that, and just keep growing on just all the platforms. And so, another thing I try to mention within the brand, Financial Dev brand, is to also say, hey, look, before this last 6 months, I was actually not really a big fan of social media. Actually, I never used it. If you go on my personal one, I think I have maybe 15 to 20 images on my personal Instagram, and I've had it for 10 years. So to try and go and be like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and post content every day. It's been, like a learning curve, but I'm also, I guess, trying to show that like you can go from not knowing social media to trying to just grow and grow and kind of documenting that as well.
Now I'm with you, man. Tell me a little bit about financial. Is it financial development?
The financial dev. So this was talk about finance as well as self development. So
Oh, the financial development.
yeah,
I
so
get it. You
well,
blend them
so
together.
originally it started. Actually, it started off. So I'm studying computer science, but I'm also doing
Okay.
a minor in accounting because I'm
And
not
so
really
what?
into like
So how you in your 20s, but where at?
uh 2022.
22. So you're in
Yeah.
your third year, second year?
Oh, so I'm actually part time in school now but this
Okay.
will be my last year, but it's like my fifth year.
Okay, so you're a senior right now then.
Yeah, yeah,
So you'll be finishing up. Okay,
yeah,
got you. That's
yeah.
good, man. You're doing good for
But
22.
yeah,
Are you kidding? That's good.
thank you.
That's good.
But yeah, I mean, really, it's just talk about finance and sort of every time people spoke about finance, I've always felt like they had like a negative stigma towards finance.
Yep.
So it's to show like the positive side of things. Like they say the common quote is like money is the root of all evil, but I
Right.
definitely don't believe in that because it's like that means like everybody would to be evil because we all have money, right? But
Right.
money is just like with social media, it's like it just amplifies the person. So like if you're a
Right.
good person, you're gonna be good on social media. You're gonna use your money for good. But if
Totally
you're a
agree.
bad
Yep.
person, right, you're gonna use it for evil and use social media for evil. It's all the same thing,
No, it's I agree. It's a multiplier. It's a
Yeah.
magnifier.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then I also want to do self development because I realized like a lot of like money and finance and like wealth, success is all just mindset. How you're saying.
It is. It
Yeah,
is.
and then that actually got me into starting to read a lot more books, and I just recently started growing my library
The
now.
library, which
I've
is
been reading a
nice.
lot and trying to like share ideas from that as well with others and
Dude,
stuff
you're
like
doing
that.
great
So
at 22, man. That's great, man. That's
appreciate it.
amazing. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Um, that's yeah. So on your channel, you talk about personal development or self development and
Hmm.
finances.
Yes, yeah,
Okay, good,
yeah.
good. Because having a money mindset, who's in the industry you kind of look up to? Is it the Robbie Kiyosaki's or who are the
Uh,
guys that's kind of leading the way that you
I mean,
kind
I
of look
guess
up and learn
it
from?
it will depend on the day. I mean, I guess key ones would be like Robert Kiyosaki and his Rich Dad Advisors. I actually think I have I'm currently reading Own Your Own Corporation by Garrett Sutton. So that's one of like
Okay,
his Rich Dad Advisors, and I read
right.
another one, Art of Raising Capital. Um,
Okay.
but besides him, I'm really into like economics and just that whole area too. So I really like Ray Dalio.
Oh
I
man,
like he's
he's
great.
huge.
He's a
Yeah,
beast, and I have his book
principles. Yeah,
Principles. Yeah, I have his book up
yeah,
there. Been
yeah.
reading that, although it's a bit thicker of a book, so working through it. But
Have you
I
read?
like I love it.
You probably have read or even have it. What's that book? Oh, let me see. I have. Let me. Ugh. I'm confessing in advance. I haven't read it yet, but I'm going to one day. The guy that Evan's interviewing tomorrow.
Oh wow. Tony Robbins. I just ordered his books. I found grabbed two of his books. I have to check because I give me 1 second because I have no idea. I just have two of
because
his books. I don't know
because
which one's
Ray
mine.
Dalio is the guy that he used to I think he still does coach Ray Dalio.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, pays him $1 million a year.
That's nuts. Oh, hold on.
If I'm not mistaken, if it's not the guy to the door, whatever, I think it's Ray Dalio is the guy that Tony Robbins coaches every year for $1 million.
So Tony Robbins coaches Ray Dalio.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's who
That's
it is
crazy.
for
That's
$1 million
awesome.
a year.
So I haven't read these two because I ordered them like last week, but I got Awaken the Giant Within.
Yeah, that's a good
And
one.
this is a good one. And then Money Master the Game. Oh, I bought this one
Yeah,
already.
yeah, exactly. There you go, man.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
there's an
Cool.
audiobook also on it. I think
Yeah.
the audiobook is like 10 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
But there's an audiobook on that also.
Okay. Cool.
So
Yeah.
you're definitely on the right you're on the right path, man. You're on the right track because those two things are very popular and people need both of those.
Okay.
They need financial
Yeah. And like.
intelligence, if you will,
Yeah.
and they
Financial
need
literacy. That's really what I want to teach.
literacy.
Like,
Yeah,
because
yep,
like not everybody wants to be like rich or wealth. Like wealthy. Like having $1 million. Some people just want financial independence, right? Like where they
They
just
want to be
have
well off.
a
Yeah,
little thing
exactly.
making money for them, and they can go
Right.
travel the world. You know, like everyone's financial goals are different. So I want to
Totally.
acknowledge that, not just be like, oh, hey, here's how you make $1 million fast. You know, like
Right, right.
just get
And
a
there's
little bit
people out there
more.
pushing that, but it's a dream or a fantasy for many people. But
Mm-hmm.
no, you're like I said, you're 22 and you're already thinking this way and doing this, and then you're part of groups like how long have you been part of Movement Makers?
I think 2 months,
2 months.
December and January. Yeah.
So again you're on the right track because being associated with groups like that or memberships like that
Mm-hmm.
makes a big difference. And then being around certain people like that makes a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, look, I applaud you, man. That's what it's about. But
Thank you.
yeah, so man, I hope I served you. I hope it helped
Yeah.
quite a bit.
No, absolutely.
I mean, you're really big on education and learning
Mm-hmm.
and research. So some of the stuff should at least resonate for you.
Yeah, no, like I'm definitely gonna take some time right after this and just reflect on it and
Yeah.
like think about it. Definitely
Yeah,
one step.
I got some stuff coming out that I think is gonna benefit you quite a bit. I just don't want to talk about it too soon
Yeah, yeah.
because
Okay.
I like to get the work, like my
Yeah,
work
yeah,
to speak for itself and get the work out.
for
But
sure.
yeah, I got some stuff coming out.
Okay.
But when I studied this whole area of confidence, it was a big freaking deal because so many people have different ideas about what confidence is. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not what confidence is. No, confidence is not a feeling. No, confidence is not self-esteem. I mean, those could be byproducts of it,
Mm-hmm.
or effects, but they're not the cause. And when you really break down the definition and the cause, the effect will take care of itself.
Okay.
So, but all these guys, man, like I said, you're on the right track though. But yeah, I think the only thing you really got to do, man, is just you're on a different level. You're not on a level where you got to be thinking anymore. You're on a level where you just got to go do it.
Okay.
And the more you do it, the more confident you become, the more wins you're gonna have, the more successes you're gonna have, and you be going to the next level.
Okay.
So and you know what to do. You're already doing it. It's just that I think only thing for you is a couple of S's is strategy. Well, 3 S's for you, and maybe these might
Mm-hmm.
be your takeaways. And we can end on this. But here's the three
Yeah.
S's, the letter S that you need. I was going to write it down for you, but I'll just let you write
Yeah,
it
I got it
down.
right here.
Okay. S number 1. The first S is schedule.
Schedule.
You got to start scheduling because what gets scheduled gets done. So you
Yeah.
got to start scheduling, just like you do for school and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Schedule that block time, man.
Yeah.
The second S, and this is
Mm-hmm.
where we talked about earlier about how you do what you do. Strategy.
Okay.
So you got to come up with you'll have to really come up with a good strategy. But are you going to still edit videos and shoot videos? I mean, you have to decide. Okay, do I want to get more videos out? Because maybe there might be. I don't know if there's a cheap version out there like Fiverr or some of these guys that will edit what you want. But then again, I think you might know enough by editing to just cut off the front and the back,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and work more on practicing your strategy.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, watch Brendan Bouchard. He's got a great strategy.
Okay.
And then the third one is, I think I have something I can show you real quick on that one. Yeah, I can. Yeah. This is good. And you're a college student, so you feel this sometimes from time to time. Where are you? There we go. Give it to him. Here we go. Let me see. Where are you at? At the very top, you see what it says?
A great system.
System.
Save you stress,
Stress
time, energy, money.
and money. So you just need a good system, a great system.
Okay.
That STM, it will save you stress,
Time, energy, and money.
time, energy, and money. So you're gonna be stressed out. And those are the 3 S's you really need. And again, I think the more you do anything, then you'll develop a system. But there are systems out there that you can just copy or you can model. But in this case, it's not really that hard. I just gave you 2 about batching and block time.
Yeah.
Even though that's the strategy, but it's also a system. And the top YouTubers out there, they use that. like I think Evan said today or yesterday that this is YouTube day. So all he does is YouTube
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah, I notice he
That's
does that
batching.
every morning. He'll be like, today is this day, and the
Yeah,
next day is
and he
this
does
day.
that all day
Yeah.
and done. Now it's like when you go to class. When you're in math class,
Yeah,
you ain't doing
good
English
man.
homework. When you're in English, you're not doing science. You're not doing biology.
Okay.
It's just right there. That's it.
Okay.
So those three things, man. That's all you really need:
Cool.
scheduling and strategy and a system.
Cool.
You know, that's it, man. And you should be. Let me know, man. Keep me abreast. Let me know what's going on with you, man.
We'll do. Yeah, definitely. No,
Yeah.
definitely reach out, message you on Instagram. Thank you for
Dinner
having me.
time. I'm past dinner
Yeah,
time.
thank you for having me. I really do appreciate it.
Of
Appreciate the
course,
time.
man.
You know,
Now you're a great guy, man. You're a good guy. I say, hey,
thank
man,
you.
I don't mind, giving, a lot more. So this now you're a good guy, man. I want to see you. I really want to see you win. I want to see you do well, man. I really
Appreciate
want
it.
to see you make it happen, man. And the confidence thing is always going to be there because of fear.
Okay.
And so that's something you can never dismiss that but you're really more on the practice side. The affirmations
Okay.
are still important,
Yeah.
but you're definitely more on the action, associate side.
Yeah. Okay.
You're on another level, man. You're making it happen, and now it's just a matter of those three S's.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, man.
Okay,
Really appreciate it. Enjoy
Ryan,
your
keep
dinner.
doing it, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take
Okay,
care.
take it easy. Bye bye.
Bye.